How's it going, guys? Where's SMT here, and welcome back again to a review. And today I want to talk about Fnaf World or Fnaf World. And basically, if you guys are not under a rock, Scott Calton, literally not too long ago, has just confirmed there to be another Five Nights at Freddy's game on the way. Except for this will not be the Five Nights at Freddy's game that we are used to, as this Five Nights at Freddy's game is actually not the the cameras games that we're used to. Jump scares, ooh, spooky, you know what I mean. Scott Calton has actually confirmed there to be a game that he is working on called FNAF World, or FNAF World, prefer on what you would like to call it. And it's called Five Nights at Freddy's World. And basically what this game is going to be, it's going to be an RPG Five Nights at Freddy's game. Now what I want to talk about this is my predictions and what I want from this game that I did not talk about in the previous video. Now, before we continue into this video, make sure you guys slap that like button down below and comment hashtag FNAF World, and let's get right to the video. Now, the first thing I want are the characters. Now, we already know the characters that Scott Calton has confirmed to have a cuter version of every single character. Yes, that is right. He has confirmed the characters to be changed. He has confirmed the change of the toy animatronics, the phantom animatronics, which is a bit odd since the phantoms are not on the image for thank you. And even the nightmare animatronics, which I'm still questioning how the nightmares and Springtrap are going to look, because Springtrap's going to be a bit weird, and the nightmares are just going to be like, how can you make that cute? I mean, Springtrap, I don't know how he's going to make cute, but the nightmares, I can kind of understand, but the Springtrap, I just don't. So I'm really curious to see what the character designs are, and I'm really curious to see what Scott has planned forward with the character design. So far, I like all of them. And there hasn't been a character design that I really didn't like yet. I've liked a lot of them, and actually my favorite one by far actually has to be either the Fredbear or the Foxy one, in my personal opinion. I'm also curious about the layout of this game. Now, I'm curious about the layout because I'm wondering what kind of setting this game is going to take place in. Is it going to take place in a pizzeria yet again? Because keep in mind, guys, if this is not in a pizzeria, this would be a bit of a weird game. Not to mention it's weird alone that you're playing as animatronic characters in an adventure game. But it's kind of weird too because we're so used to the pizzeria setting, and Scott loves these characters so much, so it would make sense to be back to a pizzeria. But like I said, I'm not exactly sure for myself, and I have no explanation towards this. Also, before I keep calling them cartoon animatronics, these characters are no longer called cartoon animatronics. Scott Calton has actually confirmed that the names of these characters are actually adventure animatronics, which is a bit different. Now, another thing I want to say, though, is that there's two things I'm curious about. Now, one thing I'm not really curious about, I don't know why I said curious, but thinking here, is that Five Nights at Freddy's is over. At least, the camera system horror game Five Nights at Freddy's is over. That game's over. He has confirmed that the story of Five Nights at Freddy's is set in stone and over with. Now, here's the thing I'm curious about. Is this a joke? I'm actually curious to know if this is actually a joke, because it seems a bit ridiculous, and honestly, Scott Calton is a great person at, morphing us to think about something and then changing it. Although, I wouldn't really say Scott Calton's a troll, because a lot of people say that, but in reality, Scott Calton has only trolled us once. I don't think he's really a troll, but you never know, guys. You never know. He could be trolling us with this. However, I mostly think this isn't actually going to be a game. I think it is going to be a game, and let me tell you, I'm excited to play this if it is a game, or if it is FNAF 5, and he's making this as a troll. I'm excited for that too, but like I said, I mainly think this is going to stick to what he said, and it's going to be FNAF World. So, well, yeah, guys, I'm Where's SMT. This is all I want to talk about. Make sure you guys slap that like button down below, and if you haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Have an amazing day. Peace out, and have a good one. Stay awesome, guys.